The other weekend at BlizzCon, we got not only an announcement, but access to Mauga, the tank hero who's coming in Season 8. It was a good weekend. It's always fun getting access to a new hero. I mean, the queue times weren't fun, but at least we had no limits in the arcade. Now, this wasn't the only hero announcement we got over the weekend. We also got a sneak peek at Venture, a new DPS hero coming in Season 10, and a new support hero simply codenamed Space Ranger, coming in Season 12. Now, we found out a lot more about Venture than we did Space Ranger. We even got an early look at their abilities and a gameplay preview. They look really unique and like a lot of fun. I'll break down what we saw in a minute, but first I'm going to ask you to subscribe and leave a like on this video, as I want to continue making Overwatch 2 related content that's not only entertaining, but educational too. As I briefly mentioned before, Venture is the DPS hero coming in Season 10. They're looking to be a kind of dive support with a burrowing ability that allows them to move around the map with ease. Kinda like the Chomper from Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare if you ever played that. God, I missed that game. It was so good. Their other ability is a forwards charge with their drill gun. Their gun fires orbs that explode on impact, very similar to Sigma's primary fire, just without the ricochet. We don't know what their ult is yet, but they still look really good. They're an archaeologist, so I imagine that it will have something to do with that. They're also the first canon non-binary Overwatch character, hence why I've been referring to them as them. Now, Space Ranger we know nothing about other than the fact that she's going to be a support hero who comes from the Mars colony. But we can always speculate about what she's going to be like. Her concept art says that she has a burst fire SMG, and on the panel at BlizzCon, they described her as a highly mobile support hero with quite a bit of vertical mobility. To me, this sounds similar to a support that we've already got in the game, Baptiste. His gun fires in burst, and he has a lot of vertical mobility. So I guess we'll have to see if she feels a bit like him in the not too distant future. She's set to release in Season 12, so it looks like we're getting a new hero every other season next year. That's not all though. I know this video only specifically mentions Venture and Space Ranger, but in the hero select screen at the start of the Venture gameplay, we can see an icon for another tank. How do we know that this isn't just Mauga? Well, it's right underneath Mauga's icon, come on. We know nothing about this hero except that it's coming in a future season, most likely Season 14. We've got Mauga in Season 8, Venture in Season 10, Space Ranger in Season 12, and whoever this is in Season 14, so it adds up quite nicely. Take this with a grain of salt though, I don't know what Blizzard's gonna do, but next year's gonna be better since Bobby Kotick's leaving. Thank God. But that just about does it for this video. 2024 looks like it's gonna be a great year for the game if everything goes according to plan. Venture looks like a ton of fun, and I'm excited to see what the other two heroes are going to be like. I feel like it's going to be a big year for lore too, with Space Ranger being from the Mars colony. That could link into Winston's lore, I guess we'll just have to see. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Once again, I'm going to ask you to like this video, as it lets me know that you find these videos not only to be helpful, but entertaining. Let me know how you feel about all this news in the comments below. Are you excited for 2024, or are you worried that the game's going to be in a weird state with all these heroes? Finally, have a nice day or night if you're watching this at night, and make sure to check out my other videos. Not only will I appreciate it, but you might too.